Good evening, everybody. My name's Andy, and you've tuned in for my latest video diary on Thursday, the 30th of January, 2025. And I just drove home, and as I normally do, I put my phone on the magnetic thing and connect my AirPods and have a little chat with ChatGPT. The interesting thing tonight, I was asking it several questions. And one of the questions I asked was about Donald Trump renaming the Gulf of Mexico. Now, if we have a look at the screen capture here, I had a very odd discussion with ChatGPT. I asked it about Donald Trump because I'd seen a news report about it. I'd seen an article as well about Google, I think on BBC News, saying that Donald Trump was renaming the Gulf of Mexico and that Google Earth wasn't going to rename it, but they would worldwide, but they'd rename it if you was looking at Google Earth or Google Maps in the States. So I wanted to find out what was happening in it and how's that work. So I asked it a simple question, and it said
The Gulf of America is an alternative name sometimes used to refer to the Gulf of Mexico. It's bordered by the United States, Mexico, and Cuba. If you were referring to something else, could you clarify?
It's an odd response, but I kept going, and then I said, since when has it become known as the Gulf of America?
The term Gulf of America,
it said,
isn't officially recognized.
ChatGPT can search the web, and it can do all those things, and I use that daily, right? But tonight it was it wasn't answering my questions.
But there hasn't been a widespread or formal adoption of that name.
And I said to it, Donald Trump recently renamed it. And it answered,
there is no official information indicating that Donald Trump or any other official has renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. The name Gulf of Mexico remains the recognized term. If you have any other questions or need clarification, feel free to ask.
So I did. Could you research that and then make sure that you were 100% certain? And it said,
there is no reliable information indicating that Donald Trump has renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. The Gulf of Mexico remains the recognized.
And then it cut out because of internet problems. Okay, I said, look into researching the fact that he's planning to change the name. And it responds with,
there's no credible information or official statement suggesting that there are plans to rename the Gulf of Mexico. If you have any other questions or need more information, feel free to ask.
You seem to be closing this line of questioning down very quickly. Can you explain why? And it got a little bit snooty with me.
I'm focusing on providing accurate information. Since there's no credible evidence supporting the claim, I'm clarifying to avoid misinformation. If you have further questions or need more details, feel free to ask.
And then I asked this question. Could you tell me, with the knowledge that they are not credible sources, could you tell me the sources that you have got this misinformation from? So I'm acknowledging that it's misinformation. And it replies with,
I can't pinpoint the exact source of misinformation.
Anyway, I tapped out at that point because it was annoying me. Mexico asked Google Maps not to rename Gulf of Mexico. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has written a letter to Google asking the firm to reconsider its decision to rename the Gulf of Mexico. US President Donald Trump signed an executive order. It's taken me a long time to get to this point, but if you're using ChatGPT, don't always trust what it's telling you. So today was pretty straightforward, nothing really to report. We had a meeting, we chatted about the story, and then everybody left, and now we've got to do that. After that ChatGPT rant, who I have been in a long and successful relationship with
up until tonight,
we fell out over the Gulf of America. Right, I've been Andy, you've been great. See you on the next one.